Got very lucky at age 12 and 13 to be around Hall of Fame baseball player, now deceased, Tony Gwynn.
Oh, yeah.
Spent a lot of time with the Padres and the Phillies just because of some geographical situations. And Tony taught me how to play the game, really taught me a lot about life and how to manage people, and really just to be a human and look at it from a humanistic perspective versus just an athlete agent or athlete fan. And just one of the greatest people ever to walk this planet, and really mentored me as a young kid and made me realize, like, if I'm never going to play pro baseball, which was my first love.
Right.
And then I worked for the Florida Marlins in college. I went to a small Division III college and played a little bit of football and baseball there. Got hurt playing baseball, but was on a team that ended up having some national championship success and won the national championship in 1991, and still have some friends from that team that I'm not super close to, but we talked from time to time. Actually, a guy in the sports agency industry, Joe Palumbo, who was kind of my mentor, wide receiver, and then he became an agent, now is a financial advisor for actually some of our clients, which is completely random and weird.
Right.
And
Not so random.
when I worked for the Florida Marlins, the Padres came into play, and I remember, taking BP with the team, like not me taking it, but I'm at BP with the team, and Tony and I are in the clubhouse, and I'm driving in the golf cart talking to him, and he's like, "This is crazy, like, you're gonna do this, right?" I'm like, "I think I wanna be an agent." And he had some business dealings that fell apart, got some money stolen from him and stuff like that.
Right. How old are you at this point?
19 or 20.
Okay.
So this is the Marlins' second season, so 94, so 2021.
Okay.
21 years old. And I wanted to be a baseball agent. Like, that was my dream. And he told me, and a lot of people told me, like, it's a 5 to 7 year revenue gen. Like, you're going to babysit a kid for 5 to 7 years, and he may never make the big leagues.
Right.
And then a lot of times the bigger agents will come in and
swoop
steal
them,
them.
right.
Scott Boras is obviously the best agent in the baseball industry, and for the longest time, and even in the mid-90s, he was, really groundswelling and coming up and getting players to leave some of the other agencies and build his, massive monster business. And so I went to law school because, and only because, in 1994, they locked out the players. The owners canceled the World Series. I think it's only the second time in history.
I remember that.
And I was working for the Florida Marlins, and I think my dates might be wrong, so please don't fact check me on
Right.
ChatGPT.
Right.
But I think it was August 12th, 1994. And I remember Dave Dombrowski was the general manager of the team. And he calls me in the office, and he's like, "Hey, great job. After tonight's game, you're fired." And I was like, "What'd I get fired for?" He's like,
Right.
"Oh, no. The owners have voted to lock out the players. We can't agree on a collective bargaining agreement."